forest, and that's where your family members have gone missing from? Well, where you believe they've gone missing?
I only assume so. That's where most of the hunters would put their traps and snares. It's the most densely populated of the animals.
Fantastic. Well, I'm pretty prepared to leave now if we need to leave. It should only be, what, 12?
It's probably only been about 30 minutes.
Oh, so it's like 10:30, 10:45.
Yeah,
We have most of our day ahead of us. Like, we can begin this journey now if you guys would like, or we can wait.
Let's go.
Me finish first.
Yeah. I'll finish my beer and I'm ready.
Because you've offered to take up the cause, Syl grabs Jace's hand and like looks him in the eye and just like cries a bit more, but it's like a happy cry. And she's like, "Please, please find them."
Look away, sheepishly.
Yeah, that'll do.
We need some weapons. Fluffy here, as strong as he is, might need a little bit of protection.
Me just break off leg from chair.
No, Fluffy, don't do that. Don't do that. We can go shopping for supplies before we leave here.
You'll cause a scene.
No. The bartender has been amazing. She gave me a great discount on our last round. No. Don't break the chair. We can buy you better armaments. I'm sure in this town, like a sword or an axe, or even a bigger club than this chair.
Bigger club than chair. Ooh.
I'm sure.
I'll say, do you want an axe like mine? And wink at Fluffy. I got a big two-handed great axe.
The axe look nice, good for hit things. Me like big, blunt, heavy thing, but pointy thing look good too. Tegan, can we go?
I speak to Seal just before we go. Is there an armament shop here, like an armory or somewhere where we could find weapons before going on adventures?
Yeah, she says there's a local blacksmith called Robin. And
Robin?
Yep, there's a kind of a larger family of traders, the head of the family being Helbert. So those would be the two most likely places to go for gear.
Did you say one place is called Helmet?
No, the head of the family is called Helbert.
Oh, Helbert. Okay, cool. Alright, interesting.
So can you please take us to a place with shiny, pointy, painful things?
Yes, we're there now.
All blunt and destructive things.
So, has Syl given us? She's given us directions to it, or just told us what it is?
I think she's leading us.
Well,
or is she
did you ask her to come with you?
Yeah, well, she's a
the way.
local. She would know them. She's put in a good word for us.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you've asked her to come, she's more than happy to.
Yay!
She doesn't even get a chance. I drag her off her chair. I don't even finish my beer. I just drag her.
Awesome.
I want to get this adventure going.
Awesome. Okay. Cool.
I get put back into my little satchel on the shoulders, and then we're following.
Cool. Bear with me. I'm just gonna add Syl to the other map.
Come here, Django.
Is he one of those screaming goats? Like, are we gonna be able to
Load up the
sing
YouTube
like
video
songs with his and I will always love.
I can do that if you'd like.
Barb. I think it would be amazing if we had a barb right now.
Oh yeah, what class is Fluffy?
Barbarian.
Oh, that's what I thought. Barbarian. Yeah, cool. So, where did you want to go first? Or Syl asks you where you'd like to go first.
Robin.
To the blacksmith.
The place where you can get weapons.
Cool. Alright, so you can follow Syl. So you notice that as you go past, the town square actually has a very gigantic tree, one of the biggest ones you've seen.
Ooh.
That's cool.
I stop for a second and I look at it, and I pull out my holy symbol and I just kind of hold it and do a little prayer.
Yep,
it's magical.
Absolutely
Do a
beautiful
little
tree.
prayer for you.
And as I finish my prayer, I look up towards the sun, and then I continue walking and following.
Nice. You feel quite refreshed and happy with life.
Hey, look at that.
Alright, cool. So,
Fluffy like big tree, Tegan.
Yes.
Look,
It is big and very strong.
strong. Like Fluffy, but with leaves.
Yes. But you have fur.
Fluffy leaves.
I do.
So the leaves are like your fur.
Yes, the tree is like big Fluffy, but leaves.
Yes.
So wide, Tegan.
And
We
you-
learned so much since Leaf Circus.
Yes. And you'll learn so much more.
Life lessons with Fluffy and Tegan.
It's like they're going to be the moral of this party. Like, you guys are just going to keep it real and we will do stupid stuff. See what happens.
Who am I missing? Sorry, I'm just getting the map ready for you guys.
What did you use to do these maps? Or did you find these preset?
I'd love to say I made all these from scratch, and I might stick with that story.
Alright, cool. Alright.
Yeah, I know, I definitely stole these from the internet.
What I'll do is, my paycheck is on Friday. I will buy things to make us custom maps for towns, at least.
Okay, and we are.
I thought you could do that in Roll20. Like, I thought that had a tool set to be able to create your own
It
maps.
does, but,
but it's not the
it
greatest.
sucks.
Okay.
I use GIMP.
Oh, what?
GIMP. It's like Photoshop. I use that.
Yeah, I just
to
use
make
Photoshop.
maps.
Where's Fluffy?
Fluffy's
Fluffy's in
there.
the doorway.
Oh, my head's covering it. It's alright.
As you walk in, you just hear this like bang, 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 and you hear a furnace going.
I go straight in there, stand in the doorway.
Tegan, very dark in
I
here.
check out this blacksmith. I know my way around blacksmiths. I used to help out our blacksmith back at home. In more ways than one.
Yeah, you do.
I mean, I know about forges. I've been around forges before. I check out what he's got. I want to make sure he's got good armaments that he can sell to Fluffy. I don't want Fluffy to be getting half-assed here.
Ah, listen to that, Fluffy. He's out for your better interests.
Yeah, as you walk in, he turns around. He's just taking something out of the furnace. He's put it on the anvil. He's banging it. Bang, bang, bang. Looks at you and he's like, "And who are you?"
Bending
Hi,
over
my
the
name is James.
anvil and
Nice to
banging
meet
it.
you.
Puts out his hand for an embrace. He's like, "I'm Robin."
Nice to meet you, Robin. I thought you would be Halbert, because isn't he the owner of this store?
No.
No, Halbert. He's the trader of the town. He's got, the other stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was mistaken. We've been brought here by our friend Seal. She
Oh, yeah, hold on.
advises us that you have some armaments that we might be able to buy for our friend here, Fluffy. And I point to my lovely half-orc friends.
Yeah, he said, "You're welcome to look around."
Cool. What does he have?
So this is the part where we'll probably just get up. You're welcome to just kind of like look through. Oh wait, does everyone have the core rulebook or not really?
No.
Okay.
Are you
I've
looking
just
for
got
that
these
shop
links.
list?
Well,
D20 if it's up.
what I'm going to do with shop stuff, instead of just telling you what there is and taking forever, just look for something. And if it's not available, I'll tell you it's not available. And it's
I just
pretty
sent
obvious it's not.
there's the link for the weapons page on
Yeah.
Pathfinder
Oh, cool.
SID.
Much.
Does he have... I asked him, straight up,
Yeah.
do you have anything that is superior outside of your norm? Like, do you have any Mastercraft weapons, or anything that might actually be magical or blessed in any way?
magical. No, none of that. None of that elf crap. But he says, mastercrafted. Yeah, I'm the master.
Well then, what does he look like?
You're unsure if he actually has mastercrafted stuff, but that's what he tells you.
Right. I want to inspect. I want to appraise. I asked him, "Can you show me your mastercraft weapons?"
Yeah, cool. So he has a bit of a section. It's the one over here. And that's where he considers his finest stuff. So he's like, "Come, I'll show you."
Nice.
And just bring it up. Adam, where did you link that? Oh, it's just there.
In D20. Roll 20, so.
I don't know if that will have the mastercraft stuff in it.
No, just
Probably
curious
not. Oh, well.
which one you had. Just
Would
see.
you even be able to afford Mastercraft stuff?
Hired.
Yeah,
I-
that's why.
I want to look at what he's got, and then after the adventure, because I'm sure we're going to ask him to see if we can get paid, which we didn't do. We should
Don't
probably
get
do that.
paid.
No,
No, we just demand it afterwards.
No. We need to make sure we get paid up front. Also, while we're talking outside of character, we should probably dedicate somebody to look after our funds. To keep track of our pool of funds. Instead of us
Don't
having
trust the
split
rogue.
funds,
Don't
it
trust the
normally
rogue.
seems good to have a banker. So I wanted to know what he had pre-hand, to whether or not to even bother coming back to this place, because there's no point of us coming back here if he has shite. After we buy this gear for Fluffy.
Well, I mean, out of game, it's a level 1 town. It's not going to have much. It's going to have the basic. It's not going to
He
have
could
like.
come back to here. He might have things
then
that are like 9,000 gold.
Yeah, at that kind of time, maybe something's changed. At the moment, it's pretty obvious that he's just a pretty standard blacksmith.
Alright. So, I was going to roll an appraise check on his gear to make sure he was talking right, that he did have.
Oh, it's
stuff,
pretty
because-
obvious it's not actual mastercrafted.
Oh, okay, cool.
He just likes to think he is.
Well, I would roll the check anyway, and I rolled a 22, so
Yeah,
that's a crit.
You kind of
That is
giggle. You
amazing.
kind of giggle at his armor.
I am not that cruel. I look at it and I go, okay, alright. Well, I might come back and inspect these later once I have a little bit more coin. But I think we're looking for something big and blunt for Fluffy. Is that correct?
I think Fluffy has got his eye on that heavy mace.
You like the one on the wall over there.
How much is your heavy mace, good lad?
Oh,
Heavy mace. Let's have a look.
let's hope for a discount.
If you like big and blunt, you could get a hammer.
Hammer time!
Heavy mace is pretty good damage though. 1d8.
Okay,
medium size.
heavy mace is going to cost you 12 gold pieces.
Is that too expensive? Do we have enough gold pieces, Tegan?
Yes, we do.
Ah!
We'll get that one, please.
Cool. He grabs it off the
Warhammer.
shelf.
I like
Which one?
my T-Rex arms like come into my body clothing and then pop out again with like money to hand to the man.
No, here.
Sort of like a turtle receding into its shell.
The Fluffy reaches up and puts his hand up and puts the gold in there. Fluffy passes it to the dude.
Cool. Grabs the gold, gives you the heavy mace.
Thank
Now,
you.
do you want a shield or anything, or just your mace?
Shield.
Two-handed.
Good. Shield, good idea. If
Heavy
we have
mace
money.
is actually one-handed.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
There'll be a version of it
Oh.
that is two-handed though. I just can't remember what it's
Oh,
called.
it is one-handed. Yeah, one-handed melee. Ah.
Does 1d8 for a medium character and 1d6 for a small character.
Oh, our half-orc friends, are they large characters?
Nah, still medium.
Yeah, they're still medium.
With being
No,
8 foot tall?
No, not 8, 7.
7. Alright, 7. Alright, yeah, that's right. That's fine.
I will be casting magic at times to make me large, though.
Alright.
Bobby's got a spell called Thicken.
Sounds like he's got a blue pill, so.
At least it's not engorge.
Nice.
So you take. We've been given the axe.
So I've got the mace.
The mace.
Mace.
Yeah. Do you have a shield too?
Yeah.
You get a heavy steel shield or a light steel shield. Light steel shield's only 9 gold pieces. That's cheap.
I have a light steel shield.
Just whatever's one-handed, I guess.
I think they're
Well,
all
it comes down
one-handed.
to your restrictions, doesn't it? I don't think barbs can use shields, can they? Or don't they lose stuff?
Barbarian.
Barbarians, yeah, that's a good point. I didn't check there.
You could go for a two-handed weapon, or you could go for dual wielding, like 2 single-handed.
I'll dual. Can I get 2 maces?
Yeah, I just Adam might know this because he spec'd into it. Is there a special rule for dual wielding feat or something?
Yeah, initially it's pretty tough to do. Initially it's -4 to both attacks if you try and dual wield, but you take a couple of feats, you can get it down to, I think, eventually no penalties, but I think the next step is it halves the penalties, so it'd be -2.
Well, otherwise, we could look at a two-handed version of what you bought. Like we could just swap it for like a larger one, maybe, if you want.
Okay, let's do that.
Let's see.
Well, I
So
like
it's still
the,
going to be 12 gold.
I'll just find
That'll be
out.
more.
what did I just link? I linked the Earthbreaker, which is sort of like a two-handed hammer, but like a spiky hammer on the end, sort of thing.
Oh,
What
that's
else
40
is there?
gold.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
that's,
Earthbreaker is exotic.
Yeah, I don't know if you'll be able to. No, you wouldn't be able to get that here.
It'd be 6.
No, the Earthbreaker's just a martial weapon.
Well,
Oh, yeah, it's just a normal martial weapon. Yeah, he's right.
You get a heavy flail. They're pretty awesome.
okay, you won't be able to get anything elven on that list, or orc.
A great
but-
club. A great club does the exact same damage as what the Earthbreaker does, and it's a club. It's only 5 gold pieces. It's two-handed.
Yeah, alright.
And your crit does ×2 damage.
Alright, great club.
Alright, so you wanna swap that out? Or
Oh, look at that!
I'll just get
Swap it out.
I'll just swap it out.
Just the
I'll
club,
get
cool.
the great.
Cool, no worries.
No,
so you
don't
got
swap
a
it, don't
giant-
swap it, don't swap it. He's ripping you off.
Yeah, I mean, like,
You get changed.
I mean, let's like
Get
go
changed.
rewind, and then that's what you originally bought.
Okay, alright.
I'm not
But
that much
yeah.
of a dick.
That's the information in regards to the Great Club. Linked in Roll20.
Just for future reference, barbarians are actually proficient with shields.
Yes, I did see that.
They're just not tower shields.
Not tower shields, correct. But it's better that they don't wear them and just go all out attacking. We need good
Yeah, I think so.
melee.
Mm.
You got this, Fluffy.
I'm just gonna get big smashy grey club. Got a big now.
And just remember to rage all the time.
I could actually use my enlarge person spell on you instead of me.
Can you do that?
Yeah, I can.
Can you do it to me?
Yeah, I can do it to anybody.
You guys just like after lights out, just go around enlarging each other, a bunch of heathens.
In all the right places.
The guy that
yes.
works here,
Yep.
does he... How old does he appear to be?
He's human, and he looks like he's about mid-30s.
Oh, so not too old for me. It's alright.
He's quite rugged looking.
So he's over here now.
Yeah, he's just there.
Okay, I'm talking. I want to talk to him.
Yep.
So I kind of grab his attention and.
Not literally.
How do you grab his attention?
Yeah.
Duck face.
I flail my little T-Rex arms around, going, "Hey, hey, hey!"
And he's just ignoring you.
He gives you like a really
just
confused
tap
look.
him on the shoulder and say,
Excuse me. Tegan want to talk to you.
Yeah, so you got his attention.
Sorry to take you away from your normal day of business, but we are about to embark on a travel, and I'm just wondering if you know anything or have heard anything about the disappearances which have been happening over the years.
Oh, and Fishman. Is there Fishman?
Yeah, so when you mention Fishman, Robin kind of gives like a hearty chuckle, like, Fishman. The people in this town are idiots.
So you don't
And do you
believe
say
them?
that?
No, of course I don't believe him. Fish people, what is this?
I
So
do an
people have
insight
never
check on
been
the guy.
getting missing?
Yeah, so he does say that people have gone missing, but I imagine other towns have people going missing, nothing special about that.
Huh. Interesting.
Huh.
Alright. So while this is taking place, I just walk back to Seal.
So
Sil.
it's actually SYL, so Sil.
S-Y-L.
And the blacksmith is Robern, so R-O-B-E-R-N.
E-I-N.
Yeah, Robern.
I was just
Can I
thinking,
sense motive? I want to sense motive on that motherfucker.
Yeah, you can do whatever you like.
While she's sensing, I just want to quickly ask Seal, if we do find
I'll come back to you, Bobby.
your friends, and any of the other people that are rescued, or gone missing, do you think we might be able to get a reward? And with that, I use my diplomacy check.
Yeah, do you want to use diplomacy or charm, or like how are you going about it?
Is charm a skill?
It is, I believe. I'm totally probably going to mix a whole bunch of stuff up with other rule sets. But
yeah, I don't think it is in this. No, it's not.
It's
Can you
not.
make
I
it
think
that
it's
whenever you
diplomacy.
try and charm, like flower petals just suddenly appear? Since you're a herb person?
Is this an anime?
What?
Like,
Yeah, sorry, I'm like just mixing everything up with Dark Heresy. God damn it. Yeah, it would be diplomacy, I guess. Yeah.
before she answers, I'm gonna use my intimidate and say, I think that'd be only fair.
Hold on. If you use intimidate, you're gonna be not helping him. You're gonna be decreasing his and your score because you're both trying to do opposite things at the same time. But you can do that.
Oh, we just overwhelm her with
We're
oi.
flanking her right now. You're gonna
Yeah,
scare
exactly.
the girl.
So hold on.
Full-hearted-
Are you actually
and Fluffy comes over
intimidating
to me, I've
her?
got to intimidate him.
Yes, effectively.
Jesus Christ!
You
You're on
rolled
the first roll
31.
to intimidate?
Yeah.
So okay, this is what happens.
I don't like
Bang, bang.
physically threaten her. I just sort of look over her and just say, I think that'd be only fair.
/ roll.
And then me just standing, like Fluffy just standing behind you, is like doubling up on that intimidation because
Okay.
Fluffy looks a bit.
Can assist. That'll give me an extra +3.
So this is what
Thanks.
happens. This is what happens. So before anyone made their way over, Jace came over and... What are you rolling for?
I was rolling for whatever Fluffy was doing.
Okay, so Jace came over and quite nice and politely was mentioning of a possible reward. It looked like she was going to say something to Jace, and then saw two half-orcs staring at her, one telling her that she should pretty much give him money, and she looks quite frightened, and says maybe this was a bad idea, and she kind of like backs away out of the shop.
Sorry? Hey,
I follow
Sil.
after her.
Yeah. Are you going after her, or?
You think I'm just gonna let her walk away?
I'm gonna chase her. Fluffy's going to.
So Fluffy's chasing too. You've got a big orc with a little person chasing a crying girl.
Well then, tell him to stop.
I have
I'm
a
yelling,
shitty
stop,
voice.
Seal, stop, Seal. I'm sorry. For my friend.
I jump down and like run waddle after her. That's how desperate I am for her to come back.
I like
run waddle.
horror movie style. I never run.
Like Jason.
Yeah, that's it. I'm just like slowly storming behind her.
Strong person. So Jace follows Sil, and what have you said to her? What do you?
I'm yelling at her saying, stop, I'm sorry.
She turns around, she looks pretty frightened, she's like, I don't want to be an inconvenience.
You're not.
You're not. Just give us money. Come on.
Did you say that?
I
Did
hear
you
him in the
actually say
background.
No.
Oh, okay.
I literally yell, shut up to him. My friend has very bad social skills. I think what he was trying to convey was what I was trying to get to.
She
We're
says,
just wondering, is there a reward for such a feat of rescuing people of this town? And I say that with dreamy eyes looking right into her.
And before she speaks, I have like run up to him and I've like done an acrobatic kind of run up him, and I'm currently sitting on the top of his shoulders where I normally rest, but on him. And I'm just like, seriously? They're half orcs? Don't worry about them. We don't usually know what they're talking about.
Can you make her roll an acrobatics check? Because I still want to see her fall on her
yeah,
arms.
roll acrobatics. Because you are a gimp.
I'm sorry, I think it would just be funny, but I hope you succeed.
So why are you a gimp? Are you just a gimp because you want to be, or is that part of your oracle curse? Or?
Don't all gimps want to be that because they want to be that? So what?
I'm rolling at the moment.
You just rolled that, didn't you? 9.
You make it halfway up.
Yeah, but
Get stuck on his butt.
are there any like modifiers that I need to apply?
You bounce off of Jace's back.
You add your dex to it.
You add your dex modifier, but if your dex modifier is 0, it doesn't.
How tall?
remove
So
it.
Jace is 6'4",
I'm 6'4".
and how tall is Tegan?
I'm like 2'11".
Okay, so
Actually, stop
Oh,
listening.
you're not even 3 foot tall. You're like Yoda.
My dex is 0.
Does it
Acrobatics I've
modify
got +2 though.
that?
Oh, so you got 2 ranks?
Yeah.
Wait, you can't have 2 ranks.
Wait, it
Sorry,
says total
level 1,
+2
you can only
skill
have one
name of
rank.
acrobatics.
You can have more than one if your class allows you to have the skill.
Oh, well, then it gives you an automatic +3, but
So what was your total?
only if you've got a rank in it.
I don't know. My dex modifier is 0.
Alright.
Okay, and you haven't spec'd into climb.
Oh, climb. Oh, yeah, it would be climb, wouldn't it?
I've got -1 on strength.
Well, I mean, it's not specifically climb, but I'm going to give that to you because that's technically what you're doing, but I imagined it more as like you jumped at him.
Yeah, I could go with that.
Do you have anything in climb?
On my character sheet it says +2 in the total,
Okay.
but nothing in the range.
So that's still not enough. You kind of look like you're about to get there, and your tiny little arms don't reach, and you just kind of fall on your ass.
I noticed this happen, well, I feel this happen because she kind of did hit me.
Yeah.
And I
Like a bullet.
go to Seal, wait one moment. And I turn around, I'm like, what were you trying to do, Tegan?
She's important. I had to chase after her because
Alright, I
They're
pick her up
half
off the
orcs.
ground, and I kind of just like
Still asks if she's okay.
Facing?
I'm fine.
She looked like she took a fall.
But still is who's important right now.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
Are you resuming conversation with her? Or?
I said that thing that I said before, but after my accident.
Did you shit yourself?
No, the last time I twirled up him, fine. Then I rolled, then not so much. I just like the fact that you said tiny little arms. Like the way that you said it was awesome.
I'll walk up and I'll be like, I did not mean to scare you.
So this can't all happen at once, so we need some kind of like narrative here. Like they've done that, like so. What's like you were in mid conversation with Syl, and everyone wants to do something at once, so we need some kind of like.
No, so he finished his conversation, but okay. I kind of tried to interrupt that because I was running after them as soon as they kind of left. So they still probably need to walk up a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. So, like, they've noticed you bumbling, and they're now coming to intervene.
Mm.
Right.
So, still, we're here to help you. Just bear with us, because they're half orcs. I know they're coming up to us soon. Be patient with them. That's all you need to do. And we can find and save the people that we need to, because I've forgotten who they were.
It's her... Oh my god.
Her sister and her sister's husband, isn't it?
Yes, yes. And her sister.
I only heard the sister bit.
And the sister's husband.
I had a fall, okay?
It's her sister and her sister husband that's gone missing, plus others from the town. Well, we will find them. You are correct. We will, and we will persevere on this amazing adventure. I say, thrilling.
Alright, so I'll catch up now, and this time I'll try a diplomacy roll, and I'll say, I did not mean to scare you. I just thought that was the social norm to receive a reward when helping people.
You yell at them? Really?
Well,
what?
I mean,
half-orcs do?
I can get that. He's from some tribe that probably doesn't know better.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm naive to half-orcs. That's an interesting custom.
I don't really. Yeah, well, you know, it's just used to yelling full stop. No, that didn't work.
With
so
me trying to be naive about it, can I give him assistance in his diplomacy role?
So, with everything that's going on, it's pretty obvious to her that you guys kind of mean well, but obviously you're very bad at it. So she says,
we're bumbling idiots.
What I was going to say before I ran off there was, I completely understand. I know you probably felt bad asking for a reward, and I don't expect, if you do find them, of course I will give you something. I didn't expect something for nothing. I only have so much to give. She says she has stuff, she has a property, she could sell that, and she has some gold, and then she also pulls out
I try to stop her talking and go, we don't need to discuss this at this moment. Let's do the deed first, and we'll discuss this when we get back. Don't sell your property.
You're the one who said we needed it up front.
Meanwhile, Fluffy.
Can we start walking towards our way out?
Oh, so where are you going now?
East.
Oh, okay, cool. So you guys done all your shopping?
What if I throw down a chalice?
Is that
I don't know if they can hear you. It is Madden.
Doing crazy shit.
Call me King.
Everyone, my housemate is speaking.
Call
that
me
guy.
King Madden if you want.
Because I didn't want to turn on the light last night. I will get rid of them.
It's easier to fap in the dark.
That way you can't see the shame.
Yeah, definitely. Just the tabs.
Do we have time for break?
Yeah, I'm happy for a break if everyone's wanting to do like a couple of minutes or 5-10.
Yeah, say 5-10.
Sure. I'm fueled on Dr. Pepper, so that sleeping pill hasn't done a lot.
Oh, I'm gonna pour myself another White Russian.
Alright, I'll be back.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes! Let's go! Tegan, get on my back. What are you doing on the floor? God, Tegan, sit on shoulders. Comfortable there.
Thank you.
Alright.
Like being back in my little nest.
Is this the exit?
Yeah, well that would just... There's no wall, so you can just sort of leave the village.
Alright. I start heading towards leaving the village eastways.
Alright.
Fluffy following intently behind.
We're all like following.
So, as you're going, Syl's like, do you know where you're going? Have you been here before?
Going east.
When you here, I'm guessing this is east. Is this not east?
It is.
Okay. But yes, we don't
Maybe
really know where we're
should
going.
leave.
Are you wanting to come with us?
If you need me, but I don't know how much help I'll be.
That's fine. We'll protect you. You can be our guide.
You can also
okay.
be the person that lets us know when we've rescued the right people.
That's a fair call.
Tegan, so smart.
Yes. That is correct. That is a very good Tegan.
Tegan get pat.
Before we head out with you, what sort of skills do you have? If any at all.
Well, I'm sure none like you people, but I sew for a living.
Oh, okay. Housewife skills. That's okay. And I start pulling off. East?
She'll make a good wife one day.
Yeah.
Sorry. I say lead the way, and I point east.
I don't know which way you're talking about. I've been looking through these forests for ages and I've never found them.
Wait, you've never found the forest, or?
No.
You're talking about trees there, forest, right there, forest.
No, my sister. I haven't found her. I've been looking for days.
Tegan.
How about you lead us to the path where normal hunters, rangers in the forest would go, and hopefully we can see signs of
I guess
any
we could just...
large bands of people.
Yeah, she doesn't know what you're wanting from her, because she's obviously done this and not found anything, but she'll just walk. She's just walking.
Good.
I had a pretty good survival check.
Well, that's exactly what I'd like everyone to roll.
Oh, okay. Alright. Is this like the edge of the forest? Like, is the forest like right against the town?
Pretty much. Oh, it kind of
okay.
gets thicker and thicker. Like, it just gets a bit denser, yeah.
Right, okay, I didn't know that part. You said survival check.
That's right. And no one's got local knowledge, so there's no bonus.
What? That first D20 was for Tegan. That second roll was for Fluffy.
Fluffy's got this one on survival.
I rolled a natural 20 and got a 22.
Okay, so you guys walk for a long time, and you're not going one direction. You kind of get to where Syl kind of says like they wouldn't be any further. You go in another direction. You don't have any direction. You're just kind of wandering around east, coming back, looping around. Probably about 6 or 7 hours later, it's getting a little bit darker now. You do come across kind of like a little, which I'll actually just show you, probably a bit easier. Come on. Alright, that's not the one I'm looking for. Ah!
Ooh, tavern.
That's the one I'm looking for. God, too many maps. Cool.
Wandering around in the forest. Oh, you found a tavern.
You found a bear. Okay, alright. You guys should be able to put your own icons on the table as well, if you'd like. You can drop and drag them.
Oh. Drop and drag them from where?
If you go to the journal at the top, I mean you don't have to, but just if you wanted to, you can do that.
Which way are we approaching this?
Just chuck them on the map first, and I'll show you where I'll move everything around.
Cool.
Oh,
hey, now there's 2 Maluks.
And just
no.
Just make your character about the size of the grid.
How do I
just hit the.
How do I make stuff small? Can I adjust the size, or can
I don't know how to make things big.
What's going on?
When you oh, actually, I don't know if you guys can resize. Maybe it's just me.
No, I don't think I can.
Okay.
Can you make Django just a bit smaller? He is small.
Is he though? Yeah, there we go. Cool. So you'd be coming in from this way. Oh, and sorry, we're missing someone.
If it's about 6 o'clock, well, yeah, if it's been about 5 or 6 hours, so is it around night time? Is it dark?
It would. Hold on. So,
or is it like 4 in the afternoon?
it's coming up to dinner time, so it's about 6.
So I'd be like maybe just coming on dusk.
Yeah, you can still see without the need of a light.
Okay, cool.
And these fireplaces are not lit. They're just like dead. I just didn't change them up.
Okay, alright. So we start approaching this. I quietly say to Seal.
Does Seal know what this is?
Are you asking her or?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you know this
Quietly.
encampment?
No, I've never seen it.
Okay. That's an interesting.
Oh,
Interesting.
no matter,
And
Fluffy, go be hello. Say hello if there's people there.
Wait. They may not be people. This could be the camp of whoever's stealing the people. Can I do a perception check to see if I see anyone?
Yeah. So you can do a perception, and then I'm going to tell you what else you need to roll.
Right. Where is that rolling? There it is.
Me won't hide behind tree. He's scared.
You don't.
I
see
got
any-
another natural 20? No, did that
That's a
work?
5.
Oh no, I got a 5.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
see shit.
You see trees in a camp.
Everybody should roll a perception though, shouldn't they? I mean, we're all looking.
Yeah. Well, anyone who wants to roll it can.
I've got -1 perception.
Is that your roll?
Yeah. Damn it.
So that
Nothing.
roll.
So you guys, when you do your roll, you can actually roll like 1d20 -4 like that, and that'll actually just do the result for you.
Oh,
Did you have any?
Okay.
what
So
was it
2
again?
17. So yeah, everyone sees the same thing. You see an encampment that doesn't look like it's been used for a little while.
Ah.
Cool.
I
Let's
go
go
bundling in.
investigate.
I just start walking in.
Same.
Me too.
Cool. The 2 fireplaces are out. They've been out for quite a while. There's no debris there. The food on the table is kind of semi-rotten.
Not edible.
Yeah, and this is sort of like a little tent. These are maybe like smaller tents. You don't really know what they're used for, but a bit of firewood. Yeah, pretty standard.
I yell at Seal because she's quite some way away from us. Come have a look. Is this your people's tents?
She has a bit of a peek in here, and she pulls something out, and it's like a snare. And she said, "I think this was his. This might be his stuff."
Django jumps up on the table and starts eating the rotten food.
Awesome. Roll for disease.
Fluffy joins in. Fluffy
Django
joins
rolls
in.
a constitution roll and gets poisoned.
He's a goat. He's kicking the stomach at.
They'll eat anything.
I'm going to see if I can see any sort of struggle or anything that might have happened here. Because if they've left their food out, that means they must have been
Left
either
in a rush.
brought in a hurry, or if they were
Yeah.
taken, or if there was a scuffle.
Can
Would you
you
like me to roll
make,
another?
first of all, another perception?
Yep. 16.
Okay. And also make a survival for me, thanks.
Ten.
Okay. First of all, you don't see nothing that really looks like a scuffle, nothing really obvious, like there's no blood anywhere. You do notice that there's not many traps left, like Syl kind of gestures and says to you, like it looks like he's probably taken them with him, because he normally has a lot more than this, there's only a couple left. You would have expected there to be more supplies, but there's not. There's maybe enough for like half a day. Anyone else can roll the same as well if they like.
That was my survival roll, that one.
Okay, your survival.
Yeah, that 17 was my survival roll.
Cool. And then a perception as well.
Perception.
So while I've got a face full of this food, can I tell how old it is? Like how old it is?
Yeah, I wouldn't eat it, that's for sure. Even though Django is.
No, Fluffy's eating it too.
It's a little hard to tell because it's mostly cured meats and breads, and they take quite a while to actually like go off. It's a little hard to tell exactly how old they are unless you had some kind of check.
The bread's stale and
the bread's stale. The meat has a lot of flies around it. It doesn't look like it's very appetizing. It'd be quite hard and crunchy.
We like this food. Like fine wine, good with age.
So I'm going to use one of my spells.
Cool. And then I'll jump back to Adam.
Oh no! Continue. Go.
Oh, okay. Adam. So you pretty much look around as Jace is looking. You're kind of just looking for some kind of sign. Once again, you find pretty similar stuff. You do notice. You do notice a couple of very hard to spot footprints leading north. They are almost like impossible to see. You think if it was a bit darker, you probably wouldn't have spotted them at all.
Can I like concentrate on them and see if I can identify them with another survival check or something?
Yeah, well, if you want to take a closer look, you can get a rough idea. That'd be another survival, I believe, to just check what kind of thing would.
Yeah, whether they're like shoes or whether they're like aquan feet.
Yeah.
Oh fuck!
Yeah,
rolls.
They're made by a boot.
Okay.
So, did
guys,
your
we got
family wear boots?
footprints over here.
Boots.
Yes, they wear boots.
I don't know.
I
don't remember my family.
Well, she's asking Syl.
Oh. I thought you were talking to me.
Go Tegan.
Eating too much stale bread.
I had a fall.
Still seeing birds and like stuff like that. Sorry, what you said? Jace was going to do something.
I'm just gonna inspect the boots. Like I'm just gonna stand next to him and look north.
Oh, into the tracks. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I'm doing. I'm just looking at what he saw. I'm not really trying to check for anything. I'm just like, oh, you did find boots.
Well, tracks of boots, but...
Oh, tracks. You found tracks. Good job, my half-orc friend.
Cheers, buddy.
Yeah,
Meanwhile...
they look human-made because their boots pretty obvious, and they just go north.
And there's only one set of them? There's not, like...
It's actually even
only
hard
the
to
one
tell
set.
that. Like, you imagine you probably would be able to tell if they weren't so old, but they're very spotty. Like, normally you would see one after another, but this is kind of like one, and then a little bit, and then one, and then you might have to go for a bit to find another one.
Okay, alright. Shall we head north to see where the tracks lead?
Can I check intent for more food?
You definitely can.
Oh, in 10, right.
Yeah, yep, so there's no food in the tent. The only food around, well, other than the tent, I suppose, is on the table. So, like, you haven't... you could check the other tents.
Is there anything in this particular tent which looks off or anything like that, or it just looks abandoned?
It has, like, a bedroll, and it also has, like, a couple of cages, traps, snares. There is a quiver with no arrows in it. There doesn't appear to be a bow anywhere. Yeah, pretty basic, nothing else.
Okay.
Is it a pretty bow thing, or is it
Quiver?
quiver thing? Is it like a pretty quiver, or is it just like a plain one?
It's pretty plain. Just
Valuable?
made of very poor
Okay.
leather.
Not valuable.
Hunting lodge.
I want to check this top northern tent and just look inside.
So that one there has a lot more firewood, so it looks like it's kept under there to keep the wood dry.
Oh. Well,
So,
no one's
I'm
gonna
going to ask Sil, does your sister and her husband go hunting with other people? This seems like a pretty big setup for just 2 people.
So, from what you can tell, it is not actually. So this is probably only big enough for at least, like, 2 people's kind of pushing it, like, to live here,
Oh,
to
okay.
sleep here. Like, that tent's not big at all.
Right. Can I check the other 2 tents to see what's underneath them?
Yeah, you can. So another one has more firewood, and then the one at the end has more traps and snares.
Got a whole lot of firewood.
Yeah, because that was...
Can
Still
I
tells you that was their
appraise any
trade,
of
so...
the- Can I appraise any of the traps to see if they're worth anything and if I should take some to sell?
Yeah, go for it.
I rolled a 10.
You don't really know much about traps, so you're probably going to base it more on, like, does the metal look shiny? So...
Does the metal look shiny?
They're well kept. Little bit of rust here and there. Some of the mechanisms look like they've been repaired a few times. You think that if you... there's, I believe in that tent, probably about 6 or 7, and you think you might be able to get a couple of gold for them. But you know nothing about traps, so...
Yeah, I leave them. And I say, let's head north.
Agreed. Let's follow these footprints.
Alright, so who's doing the tracking here?
I got a +8 on survival, so probably me, I guess.
Yes. Go, my shaman friend.
So, once again, I'd like another survival, thanks.
Alright.
Where's the
Look.
I think the goat should roll.
The goat's pretty average. Oh, that's 1. The goat can roll, by all means. Let's have a look. What does he get?
Or is it a tracking goat?
No, he gets a +4 when tracking food. Other than that, he only gets a +1.
Wait, he can track food?
Yeah, he gets an extra bonus when tracking food.
That's actually
when using survival to track food.
Oh,
I think I might
hang on
want
a
to-
minute though. Like, if
Alright,
your
there
goat can track
is some-
food, couldn't we maybe track where the party may have rested? Because surely they weren't just captured on the first day.
Well,
Maybe. He got a pretty good roll anyway, so
Oh,
maybe
exactly.
he does pick up the trail.
Okay, so Maluk looks like he's leading the party, but it's quite clearly Django, and he's just he's just powering along like he's just sniffing the footprints, which is lucky because you felt like you were tracking them for maybe about 30 minutes and you felt like you're doing a good job, and then it's starting to get really dark and you didn't feel like you're making any progress, and that's kind of where Django took over and like led you guys. So it's getting a bit darker.
Torch? Oh no, sorry, I cast... Is it getting dark enough that I should be casting light?
Yeah, this is probably, before I tell you what happens next, this is probably taking you about an hour, so it's getting pretty dark.
Alright, I cast light.
Yeah. Do you cast that onto an object?
I think I just created an orb, don't I?
Yeah,
I know.
there's a couple of different
Object shines like a torch. Okay, I cast light on my shield.
Awesome.
And just hold that in front of me.
You've just got a big flashlight.
A massive flashlight, yes.
Awesome.
With the bat symbol in the middle.
You just
it has a picture of a sun in the middle. Of my deity.
Yeah, I was going to say, how appropriate.
I know.
You're just like shining the way for Django.
Yep.
Yeah, so it comes up to kind of what looks like maybe a small cave entrance. The entrance is probably just small enough for the largest of your party member to squeeze through if you wanted to.
Well, if that's where the footprints lead, I think that's where we're going.
I say let's do this. Like, let's go into the cave.
Okay
like,
for us to go into the cave, Fluffy?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Tegan thinks we should go, we go.
We're going.
Okay, now, bear with me, just want to put some icons down. The super prepared GM is doing something.
Alright, while he's preparing, if we get to initiative rolls, I have a spell that I can cast on us, that whoever thinks they're going to roll shit on an initiative, let us know before you roll. Because
I will probably roll shit all the time.
So you can actually roll twice and take the better one. I have an ability that allows the person to do that. So it means you essentially get to roll the d20 twice and then pick the highest roll for your initiative. So before you roll initiative, let me cast my spell, and you have to be within 30 feet of me. So if you think you're going to roll shit, be close.
Okay.
How many squares is like 30 feet though?
Is it 6?
They're 5-foot squares.
Yeah,
Okay.
so 6.
Alright.